Hello, everyone. Welcome
Hello.
back to Two Grown Men. What's
Welcome,
going on,
welcome.
Yemi?
Yeah, I'm good. Very
Sure.
good. Very good. Yourself?
How you doing, man? I'm okay. Alive and well. Despite everything,
Yes.
we alive.
Yes.
We well.
That is the spirit. Alive and well. That is the spirit.
Yes, sir.
That is the spirit.
Yes, sir.
Nothing else matters. Be alive and well.
As we say in Paris, Killer Devashi now.
We're here, so we might as well make the best out of it, you know?
We might as well, man. We might as well do the best we can with it, you know. But it's all good.
As well.
It's all good. Where have you been?
I've
What's going
been,
on with you, this guy?
well, there's been a lot going on, but I just got back from my first boys' trip. Even
Your
though,
first boys trip. I feel like I should drum to that one.
but I'm not a boy, as you guys can see. I'm not a boy. It's been a long time since I was a boy. See. It's almost the same color.
I heard about you being a boy.
Salt and peppers.
I mean,
But now this thing is just becoming like greige. You know, beige and grey. It's called greige. Have you heard that term? Interior decorators call it greige. Always coming up with all sorts of funny acronyms. Anyway, my first boys trip just came back. And guys, if you're listening, if you've never had a boys trip, age is not an issue. Age is not a determinant. Find time. There's always a reason to celebrate. So go out there and do a boys trip. Plan it and do a boys trip. So I did a boys trip, just came back. And it was incredible. It's met my expectations. I've listened to a bunch of people talk about boys trips. So a friend of mine that I know did one, I think last couple of years, and I saw him. He was standing with one of these guys from the Maasai tribe in Kenya. You know, where the robe and the big earring, and then so he was mirroring what the guy wore, and I was like, "Where are you?" It's like, "Oh, I went to Kenya." I said, "Oh, Kenya, what's happening there?" I was like, "Oh, somebody's turning 50, and 17 of them in 3 continents went to Kenya to celebrate the guy's 50th boys trip." So he was still going to do a separate one for his 50th with family, but he wanted to do one for his closest and dearest. So that's how he got roped in. And he said it was incredible. So they had a day for safari. So that was the day he took the picture. And what they did was they rented, I think 3 or 4 villas in the same estate. So they could all just, troop in. And he said it was like a big therapy session. And the people that thought that these guys were doing all okay, and those guys say, "I'm not okay," it just looks as if, and those that seemed to be, their lives were like, they were the ones even giving the other guys advice. But everyone was free. Whatever free means to you, everyone was free. So now back to mine. So my friend was turning 50, and it helps if you go with people that you get along with. So you may get along with someone, but a holiday will surprise you. You'll see some traits and stuff. But luckily, we've known each other for 20 years. Met when we did our masters. So, and several of them had done several boys trips earlier, but that was my first one. So got there, North Africa, beautiful weather, and we had all of us, we had this big villa that we stayed in, and it was good. There was a boat cruise, just 1 hour boat cruise that was part of it, and we talked. That was one of the highlights. There was a lot of food, there's lots to drink, but we talked, and everybody had something to say. Not so much as people went into their personal lives and started to say things that were quite intimate. Some did, but it was just more of like just catching up with life. It was just catching up. And I don't know where people get this thing that WhatsApp video or text messaging is the same as face-to-face. It's not the same. It will never be the same. Humans are social animals. If anybody forgets, rewind to 2019 when we had COVID. A lot of people didn't do well in those circumstances. So we are not meant to be, isolated.
Isolation. Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're meant to gather. We're meant to. So it was good. And having, I went for a hammam bath. Hammam bath is this Turkish or North African bath where, see, we went to this hammam bath thing, and this woman.
I think it's funny. Was it a man that gave you a hammam bath?
There was a woman that gave me, an old mama. Mama gave me a hammam bath. And there's this sponge, guys. If you're not Nigerian, we have this sponge. Not all this. Not all this.
Coin.
Not all these soft. The days where shower gel was not invented, shower gel came later. So we had Lux soap, or you had Imperial leather. I'm carbon dating myself now, but it was
guy, you are showing your age.
And Joy soap. What? Now, if your family had a bit of money, maybe you had some of the imported stuff. But that coin was a staple in most people's homes. That's the truth. Is the coin that she used to give me the hammam bath? That's the point I'm making. So she was just scrubbing, and
scrub your sins away.
I felt clean. I felt so clean. And she would show me. She would finish. She'll show me. Say, look, dirty. I say, yeah, I can see that it's dirty. So I asked her. I said, I've been noticing people around here, and their skin seems to be a lot cleaner than regular. And she was like, oh, they do hammam bath. They come and they clean them properly and stuff. And it was like the real soap, like the natural soap, 3 different types of soap. Yeah. So that was part of the experience. The boat cruise was part of the experience. We went out went out clubbing as well. We had food. We prayed for the birthday guy. It was incredible. It was relaxing. The weather was great. But the major thing was the bonding. It was just the bonding. And we couldn't have done that bonding doing calling each other on the WhatsApp video and speaking to each other. It wasn't just going to be the same. So it was nice. It was really, really good. So that's something I would recommend. Anyone who hasn't done that should, give it a go. That's something I'd like to do again. And I found it quite liberating. That's the word. Liberating. Yeah.
Interesting. What was the best thing about it for you?
The boat cruise.
Oh, really?
Boat cruise, yeah. It was an hour. We sang throughout. We had our Nigerian music. Yeah, so they had the boat. It was a small boat, not a big one, a small boat, but they have their Bluetooth speakers on board. So we had our Nigerian music on Spotify. We just linked it, and we sang for him. Like I said, had some cannabis, had some some drinks, and we went. And then the small boat now, they put the anchor down. We're there for like maybe a good 20 minutes, and the breeze, and it's such a beautiful country, seeing like the mountains and other boats were passing, and it was really nice. It was really nice. Yeah, it was really nice. It was relaxing, very relaxing. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Very relaxing.
Interesting.
So I quite enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed it.
Clearly did.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it.
Clearly.
Yes, so.
Clearly.
Yes, so. Yeah, it was good for team.
It
was a different kind of holiday. Yeah. It's different. Yeah, it's different. Very, very different.
So I'll admit that I've done a few boys trips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've done a few boys trips. Yeah. Therapeutic. You get to be with your people.
Yes.
Away from life, and then there are just no girls. It's just you guys, It's not, but I tell you what, we've also done, you will not believe this, boys trips like locally, like
the beach house or something.
There's been that one, but for example, my stag do was shout out to the Spartans. For my stag do we went away for like a week.
Okay,
it's amazing fun. We're in Dubai, nowhere fancy. We're in Dubai, but I think for a few of my guys, especially like the Spartans, for all those guys, for a bunch of our weddings, we would go away. Even I think Yinka got married. I mean, Yinka lives in Dubai, got married in Dubai. But even that, apart from him, the rest of us guys, it was a massive boys do for the rest of us guys, you know, where you're able to bond, you guys are staying in the same places. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's relaxing and you get to talk to your boys, you get to catch up. Last year, was it last year or earlier this year? Last year was one of my friends was in Nigeria for about 2 weeks. A couple of my friends were around.
Right.
And even that, so for them, they were coming to Nigeria, I mean. But we did something that we tried to do where we got an Airbnb together. We all got, well, I think one of them had an Airbnb. We just stayed in the same place
Fantastic.
for like, and this is we're in Lagos. I mean, I'm in Lagos with my family. I live in Lagos with my family. But just being able to hang out with my guys, not having the pressure of, oh, I have to go home, I have to go and punch a clock. And just hang out. You know, you're able to laugh, catch up, reflect.
We laughed. I remember we laughed. We laughed
laughed.
and laughed and laughed and laughed.
Yeah.
It
So
was
that
good.
guy, remember that year, and then, you know, you also have perspective now, right? So you can look back on things that happened to you guys 20 years ago, 30 years ago, with the guys that I went to university with. I mean, I've known these guys since I was 17 years old, right? So the few that you're so close to, I think I have a handful of friends from uni that I'm still very, very,
Very close.
to, you know. So then you can reflect on, you know, guy, you know, this thing that happened that time. What do you think about it now? And you have perspective now that you didn't have. And one of the best things is just saying, "Oh, more." My father was not mad. You know, we had this conversation on this podcast before. We've had this conversation before on this channel, where you're like, when you're not looking, you're looking through life. You're looking at
We
life
are
through your
the
father's
age that
eyes.
we are when we left secondary school. So now those challenges, we're now seeing it that wow, this man tried.
Yeah, I'm at the age now that my father was when I was finishing university. Okay, and I was finishing law school when my father was turning 50. All right, so I'm that guy now. You know, but boys trips give you perspective. To everyone watching us, I better go like, subscribe. If you have not subscribed to this channel, give us the motivation to keep going on. Please subscribe. Give this video a like.
Click it, click it.
You know, it's not just boys trips, right? Even girls trips.
Yep.
Go on trips with. You should be able to trust, and sometimes it comes down to trust. Trust your partner. Let them go off on their own. Okay. My wife went off on the trip with her cousins and sisters earlier this year, and she came back like just refreshed, just happier.
Yes.
Just, you know, get away from the kids, get away from your annoying husband. God knows I'm an annoying husband.
No chores, nothing. Just
Get away from all that while. Get away from that gray haired guy you're married to. Right? You know, that woman got away from that gray haired guy she's married to. And
she can just release.
yeah, she can just, you know, and you know, just let them be. All right, just let them be. Whatever. I mean, just for with guys, it's sometimes it's something as stupid as we're playing music. Those old days, the Lost Boys, Biggie, Tupac Shakur,
It was amazing.
you know, you're singing, you're remembering. Where were you when this song came out? Stop, lock, shout another when I'm shot. You know, you're like, man, this guy. I remember where I was. I remember what we're doing. You know, that tape. I had a friend. We called this guy Stagar, right? And what I remember about that, he had this DMX cassette, right? I will be going around school. You park your car, you leave your music playing. If you leave your DMX tape playing, and one of us will happen to drive past your car, we'll just stop, press eject, remove the tape, put it in our own car, and drive off. And we did this thing. We did this thing, right? You know, it was it was like terrorism. All right, we did each other like, but DMX tape was what I remember us doing to each other a lot of the time.
That was
Like
late
you just park your
90s.
car. Yeah, just park your car. Your DMX tape is playing, and you're just sitting down. One guy will just park beside you. Before you can get up from where you're sitting, the guy has entered your car, remove your tape, and it's gone. When we used to tap tapes, like just those memories. And you're like,
Yeah.
I remember him saying, "This guy, I'll just make you a tape." And my flag by the time was like, what's the fun in that? The fun is in stealing your cassette. It's not like I cannot get my own tape. The fun is I can just tip your tape. Like I tip your tape. That's it. So you get older, responsibilities there. Once in a while you get that boys trip. And it's therapy. You just sit down and talk. Where are you in life? Where are you in your career? Because look, again, we're at that age. People are senior management, but people have lost their jobs.
Yes.
People are prospering.
It's a tough time for a lot of people.
Yeah, people are prospering. People are suffering in the same WhatsApp group. All right,
in the same world.
same. You're the guy that you, and there's no rhyme or reason behind it. The guy that was the smartest guy in your class. That if you had a poll, right, that said most likely to succeed in your class, that guy might be struggling.
Facts.
We're dealing with stuff. Children.
Dealing with a lot of stuff.
People are getting divorced, People are getting divorced a second time.
A second time?
Yeah. And so the boys' trip or the girls' trip or sometimes I have some friends that are girls, right? And I have this particular group of girls. We went to school together, I would do a boys' trip with those girls. And it would be considered a boys' trip. It would be a boys' trip. Because they're my boys, they're my boys. And they'll be like, these are my girls. And it's so sometimes, look, yeah, boys. The key thing is to get away with your nearest and dearest, your tried and tested people.
Yes.
People with whom you can just be yourself. And people with whom you can speak your mind and say, it's not all right with me. Because even the guy that's doing well financially might not be doing well mentally.
Yes.
We're also at the age where our parents are dying.
We talked about that as well.
Yeah, our parents are dying.
We talked about that as well. Yeah.
Every week now, I'm getting a call. Another friend has lost their dad. Another friend has lost their mom. Me, I'm in the orphan gang. I have no... Me, I'm in bad gang. I have no mommy and daddy again.
Somebody said something. I think I've shared this with you before. Somebody said something I read. It said, not many people get to 50 years old, are married with children, and have both parents that are alive that are also married. Let me say that.
Let's say it again. Let's go again. Sorry.
Let me say this very slowly.
That was a bomb.
Let me say this very slowly.
Let's play a couple of chords to that one. Wait, please. Let me hear this again.
Not many people get to 50 years old that are married with children whose parents are also married and still together at 50.
No, you've left
so they have to be alive.
The parents are alive. So
they are alive. Sorry, they are alive.
Parents are alive.
They are married. They are married. They are still married. That means they're not. They're not split. Then the person themselves that is 50 is still alive and with or without children. That you don't find a lot of people that and I thought about it. I never thought about that, but when I read it, I was like, wow, that is so true.
If you're watching us,
okay, go ahead.
How many of you are 50 years old? Still married, with children, and your parents are still alive
and still married
to each other? Yeah.
Put in the chat.
50, married, with kids, your parents are alive and married to each other.
Yeah. It's not common.
Amazing. If you're one of those people, one of the lucky people, please put in.
Yes, please.
Let's know in the comments, please.
We'll give you full thumbs up on this podcast. Yeah.
Look, I don't have mommy and daddy again, so that's why you take one, cross one X for me there.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. They come to rest. But hey, it's pretty. More.
We're gonna have to do a spiritual show one day, spiritual podcast. I know it's gonna be heavy, but one day we'll probably look to tackle it. But yeah, so
When you say spiritual, what do you mean by spiritual?
anything you want it to be.
Okay.
Yeah. We can freestyle.
Okay. That's okay. You know something else? Apart from, well, I guess it's some sort of a boys' trip, right? It's a road trip.
Ah, okay.
It's a boys' trip that's a road trip.
Okay.
Where you're going off with your guys and you're hitting the road. Have you ever been on a boys' trip? Let us know in the comments. What did you enjoy about it the most? Would you do it again? Let us know in the comments. I always say that I think that everyone, married or single, should get a solo trip or a boys' trip or girls' trip every year, right? So if you're married, your wife should be able to go off on her own or with her, whatever that looks like, you know. I mean, technically, your boys' trip is a solo trip in the sense that you're traveling without your family.
Yes.
So I believe that everyone who is married should be able to do that. Go off once a year, twice a year with your friends.
I actually think it's very healthy.
Yeah, it is healthy.
It's very healthy because
very healthy.
I could see the release. It was unspoken, but by the second day, you could see they were just relaxed. There's nothing to worry about. Apart, there was food. We had food everywhere. We ordered chicken wings. There was drinks. Everybody bought drinks. I got drinks from duty free. This person got drinks from duty free. There was music. The rooms were lovely. I think there was a jacuzzi in one of the rooms downstairs. Lovely estate. It was just
don't tell your wife there was a jacuzzi and that a bunch of boys were in the jacuzzi together.
Funny enough, nobody even used it.
Of course, no one's going to use it. It's a bunch of boys. Wow, boys in the jacuzzi together.
Nobody used it. It was in one of the downstairs place where we had like the fridge and
I wouldn't want to be in the jacuzzi with my
kitchen
boys.
and the gym. It was a basement, basement.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in the jacuzzi with my boys. What's that?
No. Yeah, but back to solo trips. Yeah, solo trips are good. Boys trips definitely I recommend. Yeah, it's good. It's good to release. It's good to release. It's good to let loose. It's good to talk like we do on this podcast. Always good. Always good. And we found there were some guys that said some things that they have never said to us before, but that gathering made them now just say those things. And I was like, so that's what happened that time, and kind of like put things into context. But everyone was free. So of course it helps that if you know each other and you're cool with each other. It's usually very, very relaxing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then not too many people. There's a sweet spot. It can be a gang.
Where seven.
It cannot be a gang.
Seven is just about right.
Yeah. And you can't have that guy with the wildly divergent opinions from the rest of everyone. Because you don't want it to be a conflict zone.
Yes. That was one more thing I wanted to say. There was zero drama. We had conversations that led to, I will call it mini arguments, but nobody went overboard. Everyone just like, okay, that's your opinion. I don't know.
We agree to disagree.
And then we moved on very quickly and moved on to another topic. So it was good. It was zero drama. Zero drama.
That's always good. It's always good to be able to just unburden your soul with your guys to talk. How did they do you? What's up with you? and to clear the air as well on things, just be able to, and then to get perspective. Oh, this thing happened to me, nothing happened to me. What do you think? Maybe you should do it like this. Maybe you should have done it like that.
And it changed, I think, for all of us, including the birthday guy, it was just that change of atmosphere, that change of scenery, that change of everyday routine. That was also one of the major
Attractions,
benefits.
draws.
Yeah, major benefits of being there.
So you do it again.
Yes. Next year.
Where would you go next?
I don't know yet. I haven't done East Africa. It could be North Africa again. It could be East Africa, but I'll make up my mind at some point. But I want to do more Africa. I've realized that I have not. Well, I've always known. I have not. What do I really know about Africa, apart from a handful of countries? So it's 54 countries. I'd like to visit more of my continent than any other continent in the world, if I can. I mean, I can make it. I can make it a thing if I want to. It's all about planning and. But Africa interests me more these days than when I was younger.
Yeah, Africa is pretty interesting. What I would like to see is for us to ease the travel restrictions. I shouldn't have to get a visa to go to another African country. I don't know how, but I shouldn't have to get a visa. If we can remove the travel restrictions, I've been to maybe 10 African countries, I think. And look, travel in Africa can be frustrating.
I've only done 3.
But no, I've been to a few, maybe like 10.
Well done.
Close to 10. No, I mean, but my point is, it's just the travel restrictions, having to go and get a visa. Fuck. Like, come on. Why do I have to do this? Like,
so what's the deal with EU? What about EU? And because I know a few countries, like we saw what Rwanda has done. Kenya, I think, has made it easy for Africans, all Africans, to come. Rwanda,
yeah, they waived the visa thing. They've now said Africans can come into Kenya without a visa. Yeah.
So that will help. I
think the last time I went to Kenya, I think we had to get a visa. I think we had to. But yeah. But now there's no visa requirement anymore.
So the ECOWAS countries, you can go to the ECOWAS countries without a visa.
Oh yeah. You can
Well, your point is more of like North and East and South.
Yeah, I should be able to go everywhere without a visa. I should be able to go everywhere without a visa. I shouldn't have
that
to.
Cohesion and that integration.
I mean, we did an African road trip a few years ago. Lagos, Benin Republic, so Benin, Ghana, Togo, all by road. The border crossings were annoying, especially crossing into Ghana. Crossing into Ghana, I mean, we spent 4 hours at the border or 6 hours at the border. Why? I don't know if it's the same way today. This was years ago. I don't know if it's the same thing today, but I just found it like, come on now.
Annoying.
Like annoying. Why would I have to do this? When European will cross borders almost seamlessly. Why would I have to do this? Why do I have to? I mean, we speak the same language. We carry. I mean, come on. We're supposedly one economic and political region, one social political region. Why do we have to go through this wahala? But look, it's not about the negativity. You know one thing, yeah? These boys trips things. When we were younger, a lot of the stag do's were boys trips. I mean, the focus was very different back then.
Yes.
Because we did a few stag do's, and those were crazy experiences. It's not the same thing as today. It's not the same thing as a boys trip today. But yeah, it's good to just sit around by a pool or around a dining table and and then when there's some alcohol, people have been drinking and people have loosened up a bit, they're relaxed. Maybe like on day 2 or day 3, and then the hearts are poured out. You know, and guys are struggling. It's therapy. It is therapy, essential therapy.
Guys are
People are
struggling,
struggling.
and I think I'm going to say something that you probably already know. There's this thing that a lot of people say. You probably heard it before. People say no new friends. It used to trend some years back when people say no new friends, no new friends. But I tell you guys something. If you were not social and you didn't have the social fabric, it's going to be difficult. Your late 40s, early 50s. It doesn't mean anything can't be reversed, but it's more difficult then. So it's good to have a social network. You define what your social network should be, but I think it's more advantageous to have one than not to be. It's not.
Oh,
I think it's the
absolutely,
best of ideas to be isolated, which
absolutely.
links back to my earlier point of being isolated. It's not a great idea at all.
No, 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 no.
Find a
We're
way.
social animals. Man is not supposed to be alone. But I
Find a way.
also think something, you can have new friends. I agree that the bonds that you built when you were younger and life was simpler would last you a lifetime. Or, I mean, they're the strongest bonds until you come back. But I think sometimes, and it's very, I am proving the point. The point I'm about to make now will actually prove what you're saying, that you, it's rare,
You know
it's
why I say so?
exceptional. No, you're correct here. Absolutely.
The only reason why I say so is these days, a lot of people like our age, they say, so what's the point of, it's almost as if that new friend has to serve a purpose, whether it's a financial purpose or it's a connection purpose or it's a business purpose. Like they really don't see the value add in having a new friend now. Like, okay, what role are you playing in my life now? Now, 20, 30 years ago, that wasn't, because we had social structures, whether we were in school together or our parents knew each other or we grew up in the same neighborhood or we're in the same. But to your point, if you are doing sports like padel or other sports, that could be an avenue to also bond. If you want that to be a friendship, that's a completely different point, because you may not see that as friends. You may just see that as people you play sports with on a Thursday. Not necessarily, because I know I have friends here in the UK who play football twice a week, but they are not friends with those people. They only play football with them. That's it.
Yeah.
They don't have a family function where those guys get invited. And vice versa with their families inviting him too. So
Yeah.
what they just do is their football. So unless those kinds of structures are now converted into friends, it's not common. It's not impossible, but it becomes less common as you get older.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. I mean, the guys I play padel with are, yeah, we have a WhatsApp group. We talk about padel, and that's pretty much it. The
I
one
have one where
person
we
that I
just talk
really
about
connect,
tennis. That's all we talk about. We don't talk about any other thing. Just tennis. You know, the Grand Slams. Of course, one just finished with Wimbledon, and yeah, we just talk about tennis. We watch the matches together. We update ourselves on WhatsApp with the scores and he has broken in. You know, Alcaraz is injured and Sinner and this and all that. But that's all we talk about. We don't talk about anything else. You know, three of them actually went to see the US Open 2 years ago. And we're also thinking of doing the French Open maybe next year. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. Yeah. It's good. It's good to talk. Good to have a hobby. Good to. But what else is going on? What else is going on generally? So much keeps on going on in the world on a day-to-day basis. Almost as if I'm late to news. I'm always getting messages like, do you see what happened here? These are like, when? I've just been so caught up in other areas. But yeah, I think this weekend I'll try as much as possible to catch up on.
I've tuned out the news. I think I've said this before. I've tuned out the news. I keep up with what I like. I keep up with F1. I keep up with MotoGP because those things genuinely give me pleasure.
Okay.
I tune out. I've tuned out all the politics. I just have a filter. the things that can cause me stress, the things that can ruin my mood. So I just tune them out. I'm at peace with certain things. I'm at peace with not talking about the things I'm at peace with. Do you understand? Like, so a while ago, somebody would say something and ask my opinion and offer an opinion. No, I don't offer an opinion.
You will not offer
Okay,
it.
no, I don't care enough to care.
Okay.
I don't care enough to offer you an opinion about it because you might want to debate my opinion. And I don't have time. I'm not here to debate with you why I believe what I believe or why I don't believe what I don't believe. Why do
Because I mean, you
choices?
have the right to and not to, as the case may be. So,
Shane, it's my belief. Is it your belief? Is it your belief? Is it your life? Is it your hellfire? Come on.
you've chosen it now, so that's your belief. Yeah,
This is my
absolutely.
path. This is my path, right? And I'm going to walk it. If you don't like how I'm walking my path, well, you have your own life. Walk your own path.
And each person's path is,
Very divergent.
yeah.
It's also very unique.
They rarely even, they're like, everybody, at the end of the day, everybody's journey
very
is going
unique
to
too.
be
Very unique too.
individual and unique. Yeah. No two humans are the
The two
same.
journeys are the same.
And no two journeys are the same. Yeah. Absolutely.
I think one of the things about being middle-aged is I don't want to say being cynical because being cynical is part of it.
Yes.
But it's also
Excuse me.
just the indifference of knowing that life is going to happen regardless how you look at it. Regardless of what you do, life is going to happen. It's ultimately you're just going to live your life, make your own, define what happiness means to you, and live inside that reality.
And make your own choices too. Choices are very, very powerful, especially when you get to middle age. You think you realize the relationship between cause and effect. You realize the relationship between choices and consequences, especially consequences as you get older. They stare you in the face, whether you admit or you agree or you accept whatever word you want to use. They are there. And there are good consequences. Consequence is not just a negative word, a bad word. There are good consequences. There are times that your choices also reward you. We tend to remember when it doesn't reward us, but sometimes when you make choices that reward you, I think you should also give yourself a pat on the back as well to say, look, I made the right choice there. And like what you said about curating what you listen to and what gets into your bubble and how you don't want to necessarily share an opinion if it's going to be debated because you already know it's your opinion. So you'd rather not share that opinion, but that's a choice. You've made a choice not to share. So if we look at life in those lens of the power that we hold within, that a lot of it is choices, but there's still things that happen to you that has nothing to do with your choice, which is things that are imposed that are outside of your own internal forces. But you still have to have a choice to respond to those things or not respond to those things. So almost like everything is like what's this diagram called, where it's not a Venn diagram, but like a choice diagram. It's like yes, no, then yes, no again, then yes, no again, and life is just about those different permutations. Should I do this? Yes, no. If it's no, this is what happens. If it's yes, this is what happens. But choosing peace is very important. It's healthy, and I think it's the way to go.
Yeah. Yeah. And you have to be intentional about it. You have to be intentional about it. You have to decide for yourself. This is what I'm choosing. This is what I'm choosing. And if it's not working for you, you have to
Absolutely
be willing to let it go. So, if you know what you know now about boys' trips, would you have started taking them years ago?
Yes. My 30s. Yes. There's a guy I know, and he's been doing it every year for the last 18, 19 years, maybe 20 years now.
Jeez, man.
Every year it goes somewhere, but he does different things. So it could be the days of stag do's are pretty much done and dusted because everyone is married, etc. But it's
But the guys are
more
getting
now
married again.
different things. Like you said, you like Formula One. He does skiing. He does a bunch of other sports. So it's different. Going to watch a table tennis tournament somewhere, Olympics, World Cup, and sometimes within the country. Not always. I think Americans do a lot of road trips.
Yeah. It's the activity trips where, so cycling, for example, I have friends who cycle, and some of their boys' trips are just cycling trips. Like, we're going to the Dolomites for a week. We're going to the US for a week, and we're going to take our bicycles and we're just going to cycle. I'm going to see my friend who also cycles. And so I'm going to take my bike and we're just going to spend a few days just riding. So we'll ride in the morning, we'll ride up a mountain, get there, or take a particular, 20 miles, whatever it is, ride. When we get to the end of that ride, we're going to sit down and talk, just enjoy the sunset, the sunrise, whatever it is. And we're going to then get on the bike and ride back. I'm just going to enjoy that bit. So my point is that the boys' trip is not always we're just going to go out and sit down in the house. Sometimes it's activity based, depending on what you enjoy doing. But this life is too short now not to make out time for the things you enjoy. But everyone, if you've enjoyed this chat, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe.
Subscribe to our channel.
And if you want to be part of the show, we've been saying this thing for a long time. You want to be part of the show. We need you people to join us.
The engagement, please.
We need the engagement, please. Like, come on stage, come and join us. Just talk. Come and talk to us. Come and give us your perspective on life, on middle age, on going grey like Yemi, or going bald like Yemi.
I have both. Both.
Whatever it is, man. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching us.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Your time.
Eshegon.
Gracias mucho.
Thank you.
Buenos dias.
And we'll see you in the next one.
See you next one.